Hey guys, what's up? It's Nick here with One Last Cast Outdoors, and I'm in Northern Ontario. For the next 3 days, I'm going to be camping in my truck. Not too intense, I know, but I'm going to be essentially trying to hunt either a bear or a deer. I have a tag for both. I'm alone, so it's going to be a little different than anything I've done before. I've really never gone out this far completely alone, so I have to rely on myself. There's certain points where I have no cell coverage whatsoever. So yeah, really, I'm one of the first people in my family, my direct family, to really get into hunting like this. I've always been into fishing, obviously, but this is something different, getting outside my comfort zone. My father-in-law is into hunting and fishing, so I've learned a lot from him, but yeah, right now I'm just kind of testing the waters, seeing what I can do alone. If you're watching this and you're maybe afraid to start something like this or to try, I say just give it a shot, see what happens. Plan for everything that can go wrong. That's what I did. Have lots of backup plans. That way, you get that anxiety kind of off your chest, and just trust the process. Give it a shot, because this is something that I feel like I need to do for my own personal development, and hopefully this is the start of a new hunting chapter in my life. So enjoy the video, guys. Quick update: stopped in Barrie, Ontario. It is pouring rain. Highways are rough, but gonna get myself some Chick-fil-A and head up to Huntsville. Stop one more time. Also stopping at Elwood Epps. It's a sporting goods store. They got some really good stuff up there. And then yeah, it's a straight shot after that. We got some fishing in today. Figure out the area. Tomorrow morning, looks like no rain at all. Just 2 degrees Celsius. Crisp morning. It's gonna be partly sunny, and I think that's going to be the day, hopefully, if we get lucky. Alright, I'm here at Elwood Epps, top of Lake Simcoe pretty much, and yeah, I just got some ammo for my 20 gauge, a couple of rounds for grouse and some slugs. But yeah, at this point, I think I'm good to go. I'm just going to grab a few more groceries last minute in Huntsville, and then up to Crownland we go. Hey guys, so I just left Huntsville, stopped at the independent grocer there. Got all the stuff I might need at this point, and yeah, now that's it. I'm heading off onto Crownland. Got 46 minutes ahead of me here until I actually get to the trailhead. Then I'm just gonna kind of cruise through. Really, today I'm getting there around 3 o'clock at the trailhead, so it's like I'm way behind schedule. It's not quite what I was aiming for, but you know what? It's fine. I'm enjoying the journey and everything, and I'm just gonna see if I can fish a little bit today. Maybe I'll catch a walleye for dinner or some crappie, something like that, if I can get lucky. And it's kind of snowing, kind of raining. Like, it just went back to rain, but it's supposed to be snowing up where I'm gonna be. So hopefully it's pretty dry snow. And then I'm gonna try setting in my rifles a little bit, which again, I don't have much daylight for, but I'm gonna try, and I'll see if I can fish a bit. It's a lot to fit in, like 2.5, 3 hours of sunlight, but I'll try. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, here is the start of the Crownland. I get to the end of this road. You can see it heads right over to dirt road. Here we go. Alright, here we go. The icy dirt road. Got Onyx tons loaded up there. Got the offline maps all saved, but honestly, I have 4 bars LTE right now, so I think I'll have perfect service the whole time. We'll see though. There's a few houses here, that's why you guys see the tracks, but once I get a little further, I have a feeling that I'll be the only one out there. I kind of hope so too. There's a couple businesses on this road too, so got some businesses, and there's a big cell tower up there. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting just to kind of see how everything works. There's a trail here. I have a feeling that's private property though. You gotta go about 4 minutes up the road is what it looks like. Road's not too bad, honestly. It's pretty well packed in. A couple of little bumps, but can't really complain for a muddy dirt road just like this. Built for, I guess. first fishing spot. Just hopefully no one else comes down, because then I'm blocking the trail basically. Hopefully, or hopefully it opens up a bit there. Looks like it's going to be on my left side here. Don't know if there's fishing here, but I'm going to try it, I guess, and see what happens. Yeah, I don't know about that. Doesn't look like I can really fish that, actually. That's too bad. Go on this little ATV side trail. I figured I could fit, and I did for the first little while, but it got a little bit messy at a few points there. You'll see there's a tree in front of me. I had to go take it down, and then eventually I realized that I'm pretty much gonna have to go down a super steep, like 70-degree angle, and I probably would not make it back up if I got down there, so I had to turn around. Luckily I was able to, but here's that. Luckily, I can turn around here. This is not going to work, unfortunately. Alright, let's see. This is solid. Perfect. Thank you, Lord. So thank God, but at this point I was able to turn around. It was quite a challenge. I had to do a multiple point turn, and I was going over a bunch of like bushes and stuff, but I managed, and I learned a lesson this day. Don't take a truck on the ATV trail. You live and learn. So it looks like a bit further there's hopefully what looks like a big open area. I just need a 50-yard straight shot where it's like not on the trail, proper backstop, you know, following the law as best I can. Well, I have to, right? So I'm gonna see if I can get over there. Now we'll see if I can do some target shooting. So I found a cool little area here, a little bit off the trail. Anyway, I had to hike through just to make sure there's a good backdrop, but you can't really see in the video, but behind those trees you guys are going to see where I'm shooting, there's actually a nice big dirt hill. So you definitely don't want any like Canadian Shield, like, you know, big like limestone or granite rocks. That's never a good time because it can ricochet. So I made sure that it's a nice, safe, you know, dirt pile behind there, and there is. So basically the trees you're seeing right now in the background, that's where that the pile is. Anyway, so everything here is by the law. I called the RCMP to make sure that I'm doing everything by the books. I called the township to confirm that this is allowed. So I don't want to see any internet lawyers in the comments. Alright, so I'm just kind of doing a couple of test shots here real quick. That log sticking up over there, it's like maybe 20 yards away, but there's some snow on the top, and I mean, I hit that, so that's a good sign. That's fun. This is the Browning Bar Mark III, if you guys are wondering. Sighted in very nicely though. You can't do burst fire at the ranges. Gonna do a burst fire, 5 rounds, for fun. Alright, so this is the gun here I'm looking to use for my first year. 108-year-old. It's an American Enfield. It's an M1917. It's sporterized. It's a beautiful gun. Got a nice Vortex Diamondback tactical on there. So I drove back up the trail and I took another ATV trail that was a little bit wider just to kind of take a peek inside, and this is what I came across. I was just in shock. There is a moose right there. That's the first moose I have ever seen in person. Wow. I can't tell if those are antlers or not back there. That might be a male and a female. Holy. Yeah, that would be certain death being over there right now on foot. Wow. That is so cool. It's just staring me down. It is an antler, just a small one. Oh my gosh. There's a bull moose and a cow. That is so cool. Alright, well, I'll leave him alone. Alright guys, so I'm all set up in the back of the truck here. Got a sleeping bag, wool socks, blanket. Yeah, I'm pretty much all good to go. Don't mess with me. So anyway, this is a really good spot actually. That trail was rough. It was way worse than I thought it was going to be. I ended up seeing some big buck tracks going through the trail at one point, but there was nowhere to park there. Like, it was far away, just a sketchy kind of area. And then I saw a big cow with a, I guess, an adolescent male moose. So they were just staring me down in my truck, and yeah, don't want to be too close to them. So they're a couple hundred feet, sorry, a couple hundred yards that way. So try to keep it that way. Hopefully they don't come here, but yeah, I'm gonna get up right as the sun comes up, and there's a little trail right behind me actually. First off, this whole area here, it's a nice trail, way more open, so I can see a lot better, and it's promising. Let me just put it that way. I think that this is a place, if any, that I'm gonna get myself either a bear or a deer for sure, because in the morning it's just, there's water sources down low. There's fallen trees everywhere, so I can really see well. There was some logging done here a long time ago, you can tell. Not active anymore in this area, so yeah, I'll catch you guys in the morning. Morning guys, day 2 here. The sun is just coming up. I'm about to head out there. There's some spots real close to my truck, honestly, that look great. I'm kind of like up on the hill right now, big logged area, so yeah, it's looking good. I heard something go by my truck last night. It sounded like it was a hubbed animal, so either a moose or a deer. But yeah, I don't know if I mentioned yesterday, but on my way back up here, because I went all the way back up the trail, that's how I found this area. I ended up actually seeing some really big buck tracks, like fresh ones that must have been no more than 5 minutes old, because it was like wet snow, right? You can kind of tell how fresh they are. So they're around here for sure. Wish me luck. Wow. Okay, I got my fishing gear. Come down here. It's not even that far. This is the South River. Wow. Oh, that's full of walleye. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is a fisherman's paradise right here. Just look at that water. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I've got a fish here. You can stand right there. It's perfect. I might just go grab the ugly stick and strap it to my backpack. Grab a few lures. Okay, so this is a tough decision, but I'm back at the truck now. I'm gonna go fish that spot a bit because I'm not seeing any signs of deer or bear here, to be honest. I might try going down that way. I know it gets to someone's property if I go too far, so I don't know. There's also another trail that goes deeper into the woods that way. I might try that even, but yeah, right now, you know, end of the day, I want to come back with some meat, and I think the fish are pretty much guaranteed over there. I doubt there's much pressure, so I'm gonna go try that and see how it goes. So I know I sounded really cocky initially, but I looked more into it, and apparently the walleye and pike have moved into lakes by this point in the year. So I fished with tons of different lures, nothing hit. So anyway, it was beautiful. Here's a quick little bit of scenery. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna drive around a little bit, see what I can find. I just found another area where I think I'm gonna sleep tonight, but I saw a couple of bear tracks, not sure how old they were, and some coyote tracks. So I'll hit you guys up when I find a new spot. So I decided to just go ahead and drive around the nearby town. I haven't checked it out yet, just to see if there's anything else in the area. So at this point, I'm driving to the nearest town. It's called Trout Creek. I want to see kind of if there's anything interesting here. And I might check out the Crownland map, see if there's any other areas around here. But I also wouldn't mind finding a good fishing spot. I mean, that river looked amazing, but I don't know if it's just the weather or maybe just not the best spot in the river. But there was just nothing going on for an hour there, and I really want to catch some fish. Obviously, I really want to hunt something, but gotta find the right spot now. So see what happens. Alright guys, so it's about just after 3 p.m. right now. I think it's time. I'm gonna head out for my evening hunt. Lots of tracks around here. This is kind of what's around me. That's one side over there. But I'm gonna go in the brush a little bit over here. Big tree line. Kind of hoping to come out there. Gonna find a good vantage point to sit on. Wish me luck. Okay, so tomorrow I'm doing everything completely different. I just didn't hear nothing. I didn't see nothing here. That brush, it's impossible to get to a good spot because it's too loud. See, got 2 tracks right here. Or actually, no, that's a moose track. See that? Yep, that's a moose, and I have a feeling this is more moose territory anyway. All right, so 30 yards. I just want to see how it's looking. So up here, you see how it's rough? That swivel, when this was Sporterized, was mounted up there, like soldered on. It failed on me on my hunting trip of all times. So no sling on this gun anymore. But when I get home, I can tap one into the receiver there. Got one down here. But yeah, so I'm fine shooting it freehand without even using that, but it's not too heavy anyway. It's like 9 pounds. I'm fine with that. But anyway, just want to make sure. This is 30 yards. I just measured. Do a few shots. Exactly where I aimed. Yep. I have my backpack on too. I'm just really testing real scenario. Yeah, dude, that's right beside the bullseye. Like, I won't lie, I'm swaying quite a bit right now, but I'm paying attention to the moment I press the trigger, seeing if it's actually hitting that spot. And genuinely, everyone is spot on. Jeez, this is like almost too good. Keep the casings, guys. I could just be quicker about this and let them fly everywhere, but I'm not going to be that guy. think that's good for now. I'm confident. So the one shot is going to be a little bit off, but I mean, that's fine. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. Okay, this one here, that's not a shot. I was trying to use a twig to poke through and make it more stable, but I got it working down there. These three, the gun's empty, bolts out, by the way, don't worry. Bore's clear. These ones, those are from earlier. So these ones I just did right now. Now that one, I did sway too much, honestly. I was zoomed too much and just, yeah, wasn't right. This one, for sure, I aimed right there when I shot. These two, spot on. I remember doing that second one there. I was just barely beside that on the crosshair. And yeah, either way, 30 yards, probably 50. This will be the same. Those are all kill shots. And that's standing free-handed. So I'm feeling good. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a bit more than just getting a couple shots, but you know what? That's good enough for me in terms of getting the deer. So what I'm thinking tonight, I am gonna actually go back to that other spot. I'm gonna sleep at the same spot I was at last night. It's like 2 minutes away driving. After that point, I'm gonna hunt in the morning. Might rain a little bit, but I'm gonna give it like 1 or 2 hours, and if it gets really bad, I'll stop. And my plan is, if it starts raining hard, I'm gonna drive up north a little more, like 20-30 minutes, find a nice lake or river, probably a lake, to fish. I'll see if I can find something like spring fed. The fish are gonna be used to the cold water, so that'll be better. I do have worms as well, so that'll be good tomorrow. But yeah, then I'll do an evening hunt tomorrow. I think the rain does not last till the evening. Saturday is my last day. I'm gonna do a morning hunt, and yeah, worst case though, you know what? This was more of a trip. I just kind of wanted to do this on my own to kind of show myself that I can, because I've never done anything like this. Like, honestly, I never even hunted deer before. I've hunted turkey with a crossbow one time, and that's it. So, you know, hunting bear and deer, yeah, well, I may not quite know what I'm doing. You know, I've watched lots of YouTube videos and everything. I'm trying to learn, talk to lots of different hunters, got their opinions, and yeah, so I'm enjoying myself. That's what it's all about. But I definitely want to catch some fish tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't rain as bad as what it's saying, and then I can maybe get some more hunting in. I mean, if it's light rain, I'll be fine. My gear is waterproof. But if it's like downpour, yeah, you know, that's not really a good time. So anyway, I'm gonna move on to the next spot now, and yeah, we'll go from there. This is a cool spot, not gonna lie. I'll show you guys what the road's like heading to the other spot. Oh man. Alright guys, so for anyone wondering, I've got some Bilstein 5100s on my truck, running 35s. Like I said, running the Toyo AT3s. They're pretty much brand new, used for about 6 months now. I have 7-inch lift kit by Ready Lift. So I mean, it's not the most expensive setup in terms of lifting a truck, but honestly, it is doing great in this trail. I've been going them 4 high, and like yesterday was like icy and muddy and wet, and I didn't slip once. I was just tearing through it. Very well see something while we're driving to the next spot. I mean, my truck is gonna for sure spook it. I have the Flowmaster American Thunder exhaust, but I do have a so I got a switch down here, aftermarket, that leads to an exhaust dump. That's why I have it on right now. It makes it quite a bit more quiet, but it's still not considered quiet. Like, it's got a growl to it still. It's a bit more like a vacuum cleaner kind of sound with a bit of a growl. But you know, compared to like what, like, I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to scare everything in the area, but when I open it, it's like, it screams, especially when it gets up in the RPMs. So anyway, just turning this way. That way is to leave. Got like 1 or 2 hills here, then we're back at the old spot. You can see all my tracks. Don't think anyone else has been here, at least in the last day. So my tracks in, my tracks out. You know what? This, I don't know, I feel like that could be a decent spot, no? But I can come back to it, maybe like for an evening hunt, if it makes sense. Now, what are the chances to see another moose? That's the one animal I don't think my truck is scaring. If anything, they want to fight my truck. There's an ATV trail that goes up there. That looks decent for hunting. Definitely, any seasoned hunters, give me tips on like different things that you would do differently. Any time in this trip, like, let me know. Always looking to learn more, so yeah, I'd appreciate it. I feel like this right here is great for the morning, actually. Let's see, like I can maybe perch up somewhere over here, look over that big field. That could be good, eh? Maybe. There's a deer. Right there. I think it was a fawn. Oh, not a fawn. I think it was an adolescent female. Adolescent doe. Alright guys, so sun's gonna go down like 5-10 minutes. It's quiet out here. Beautiful night. There's like no wind now. I tried. I swear I saw a deer, like it was like a 50-60 pound deer, but yeah, I mean, it had no antlers or anything, so nothing I could have done or would have done. What happened was when I saw it, saw me, so it ducked down and just laid in the grass waiting for me to go. But yeah, that's probably what I heard in those bushes, and then I moved forward and it kind of went down to that little valley there. But either way, I'm trying, so should be a nice quiet night. Anyway, we'll see if there's tracks in the morning. But got my 20 gauge with some slugs, just in case Mr. Black Bear decides to come say hi. But sure, it's not gonna happen. Worst case, I can just put my alarm on rather than having to use a shotgun. But anyway, gonna get this gun unloaded and locked away, and I'm gonna try again in the morning, and then we're gonna move on, do a bit of fishing, hopefully get something. Good night, guys. Morning, guys. It's like 7 in the morning right now. Sun is just coming up. I'm gonna get out there and see how it goes today. Alright guys, so I'm back at the truck now. I just hiked like 2 miles there. No signs of animals at all, to be honest. I think I'm just in the wrong spot. You can probably tell from my voice I feel a bit sick today, so that's fun. But anyway, I'm gonna look around, see what else I can do today. Alright guys, so now I'm kind of like, I went up in the, I wouldn't call it the mountains, but like I'm probably like 200 feet elevated from where I was. So there's some different landscapes here. There's a couple of lakes up here. Nice area. There's a few small properties and stuff, but lots of public ground land around here too. So I'm gonna see if I can fish. Gonna see if maybe I can hunt up here potentially, if I can find a good looking deer habitat. I don't really feel like going far from my truck, so just something small. But yeah, we'll see what we can find anyway. So I have service here, which is great. So I can kind of look at my maps and everything, check on X, and see what looks right. But I'll update you guys with whatever I do. Just wanted to get out and show you guys this really quick. This is gorgeous. Look at that. I kind of want to try fishing, but I feel like this is just flooded here. I feel like the lake doesn't actually get deep until you go out there. So I'll see if I can find a depth map. Probably not, but I might just keep moving. There's more lakes up here. Alright, found this lake up here. Looks crystal clear, potentially spring fed. But I don't have really any data up here. I lost service. So anyway, I'm gonna try my slip float. See if I can tip the jig with some worm. I see over there, I just saw some motion. I bet there's trout in here. Brought a light rod just for this. I'm gonna first try this without a worm or anything. Twitch it. Have a little fly. A crappie jig underneath. Doesn't hurt to just see if that gets any attention. I got a piece of frozen worm on both hooks. See how that does. That's good. Well, I tried. Yeah, you know what? It was a fun trip. End of the day, this is just something I kind of wanted to try by myself. I knew my chances were not super high. You know, I've never hunted for deer, bear, anything besides turkey with a crossbow. You know, just outside the city, right? So, will I try this again? Absolutely. For all you hunters out there, please give me feedback. Let me know what I could have done differently that may have got better results. I'm trying to learn as much as I can. Yeah, next year, I'm going to try it again and see what happens. But I'm not done hunting this year. So my father-in-law, his neighbor has a lot of acres behind his property, and there's some deer back there. So the only thing is that's outside the city there, and you can't use even shotguns there. They've been banning all that stuff recently. Luckily, I do have a nice 10-point crossbow, if you guys have seen my video with that, the Turbo X. So I have a shot still. Now, would I prefer a rifle? Yes, but you know what? I'm lucky I have that crossbow, and I'm going to definitely put it to work and see what happens. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, leave your feedback down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this, even though I didn't get anything. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks.